Did you know that airplanes spray tons of heavy metals in the sky every day? If we want to save our planet, then we need to stop the spraying now. In this video, you're going to learn what chemtrails are and why they are a threat to our health. Then you're going to discover who is behind them and what their hidden agenda is. And finally, you're going to find out how we can stop this evil practice now. So let's start. If you look up in the sky, you might see the trails airplanes leave behind. We call them condensation trails or contrails. Jet engines spew out hot, humid air in the cold atmosphere. This process causes condensation that crystallizes into ice. The ice crystals are the clouds that we see forming behind the engine. Contrails usually dissipate within seconds. But lately, these trails have started to linger much longer in the sky than before. They can stay in the sky for hours and create a fog that blocks the sun. Turbojets and low bypass turbofans are the only engines capable of producing contrails. But most commercial jets or military planes today don't use them anymore. They instead replace them with more efficient high bypass turbofans. High bypass turbofans are almost incapable of producing condensation trails. So if they can't produce them, then why do we see so many trails behind planes? These trails are not contrails but chemtrails. The term chemtrails is a contraction of chemical trails. Chemtrails differ from contrails. They are geo-engineered aerosols that contain toxic chemicals. White streaks often crisscross the sky as aircraft fly back and forth. Chemtrails started to show up over North America in the late 1990s. And now you can see them all around the world. Chemtrails have nothing to do with the jet engine combustion process. Water samples of areas affected by chemtrails contain alarming levels of heavy metals. Dangerous metals found are aluminum, strontium, barium and thorium. Chemtrails are a death sentence on the environment. They pollute people, rivers, lakes, seas, land, plants and forests. These chemicals diminish the rainfall, traps the heat and increases humidity. People under chemtrail attacks report respiratory and flu-like illness, mental confusion and depression. Barium weakens muscles, including heart muscles and the immune system. Thorium is a known cause of cancer and leukemia. Aluminum can cause Alzheimer's disease and damage the immune system. Nanoparticles from chemtrails are the real cause of Morgellons disease. Morgellons involves colored fibers growing inside the body. So who is spraying our skies? Government agencies flat out deny that chemtrails exist. If you Google chemtrails, you will find many sites that tell you that they are nothing but contrails. But in one document, the United States government admits the existence of chemtrails. And there are also several patents relating to chemtrails and geoengineering. Government disinformation artists and the media join forces to dismiss chemtrails. Those who want to speak out about chemtrails and the global warming hoax get silenced. They retracted J. Marvin Herndon's article in the International Journal of Environmental Research. He researched chemtrails and concluded that they contain coal fly ash. So why would the government spray its citizens? In what way would they benefit by destroying the environment? To fully grasp this, you have to follow the money trail. It's not the government that controls the world, but an elite group of people. If you follow the money, it takes you up the levels of a pyramid. At the bottom of this pyramid is ordinary people like you and me. Above us is the government. They control us by force and use it to tax us whether we agree or not. At the next level are the corporations. They control the world's resources and markets with the help of money. Big banks loan money to them at special rates. Those who control the major banks rule over the corporations. Above the banks are national central banks, then international banks. At the top is the Bank for International Settlements. So who controls the bank? Is it the government? You would think so, but our central banks are privately owned. They are banks disguised as government-owned. You can't find the Federal Reserve in the blue government pages in your telephone book. In 1910, rich bankers gathered secretly on Jekyll Island to create the Federal Reserve. elite families like the Rothschilds, Rockefellers and others still control it today. Central banks are banking cartels which control the governments of the world. These elite families use this scheme to bail themselves out at our expense. Under this system, we become debt slaves to a ruling class of financial elite. They decide if people eat, who's a billionaire and who lives on less than $1 per day. He who controls the money controls the world, and the very few control the money. The elite bankers fool the world into letting them create money. They already have vast fortunes, so what is their ultimate goal? The secret agenda of the banking elite is nothing less than total global domination. What they want to create is a new world order. It's a world where the tiny elite has all the power to make all the rules. So what do they need to rule over the world? First, they have to control the money, which they already do. By controlling the money, they already gain power of our energy supply. They also manage to hijack our medical system. The last thing they need to control is big agriculture and world trade. So this leads me back to chemtrails and the purpose of this program. There are several reasons the elite uses chemtrails. First, they spray our soils with toxins to prevent us from growing vegetables. They do this to break our independence. Another function of chemtrails is to aid the weather manipulation technique called HAARP. HAARP is an atmospheric heater. This technology bounces high-power radio waves of the ionosphere and back to Earth. Chemtrails make the air highly charged and electrically conductive. HAARP technology took ideas from the work of Nikola Tesla. Weather modification or geo-engineering started in the first half of the 20th century. A NASA document from 1966 confirms the United States geo-engineering program. HAARP has the capability for everything from weather manipulation, mind control and more. Countries can be regime changed or taken over after major earthquakes. The US government used HAARP to create an earthquake in Haiti to steal their resources. Small independent farming collapses because of the extremes of weather. This is the reason why we see so much flooding, droughts, hurricanes and earthquakes. The elite wants you to think it's all natural so that they can steal our land. Another plan of the ruling elite is to eliminate the majority of the world's population. Eugenics is one of the core pillars of their plan. It's the practice where they decide who is worthy to live or not. Sterilization is one of many evil ways they want to kill us. Another way they try to wipe out the population is by using GMOs. Biotech companies like Monsanto want to impose GMOs on us. According to Monsanto, GMOs are the solution to world hunger. GMOs became popular in the American diet in the 1990s. They destroy our digestive system and cause allergies. Monsanto's bestseller herbicide Roundup is a health hazard. The World Health Organization warned that glyphosate in Roundup might cause cancer. We spray this on crops, in streets, parks, schools, and other public places. Another use of GMOs is to destroy independent farming and take control of all food. The goal of this elite is to replace all crops with GMOs. Monsanto can patent seeds and own the rights to all vegetables. They also have plants that can withstand aluminum, droughts, and floods. By manipulating the weather, they can stop their competition. In that way, farmers have to either sell their land or use GMOs. Farmers commit suicide in India about every half an hour because of failing GMO crops. Monsanto GMO Terminator seeds last for only one season and then the farmer has to rebuy them. Before that, they could reuse seeds for free. If we let this continue, we will end up eating nutritionally deficient foods that cause cancer. So what can we do to stop all this? It's vital that we humans start to expose the ruling elite and their plan to destroy and control our food supply. Look for planes that spray the sky and take pictures or videos of them. Airplanes that spray these toxins are either military planes or commercial jetliners. I've used the app Flight Radar 24 to track different planes in the sky. You can download this app to your iPhone or Android phone. This app tracks all airplanes in the sky. If you see a plane that sprays the air, then press the AR symbol in the upper left corner of this app. This button will take you to a virtual camera view and show you info about the airplane. If the app doesn't show anything, then it's probably a military plane. Use this app every time you see a chemtrail and post the info in this document. Add as much info you can about the airplane, place, time and more. Tell your friends and families to do the same, and let's make this database grow further. Chemtrails are geo-engineered aerosols that contain toxic chemicals. They are dangerous to our health and environment. Elite bankers use chemtrails to destroy the soil and manipulate the weather. They want to control the world and our food supply. We need to stop the spraying now if we want to save our planet. If you're already affected by heavy metals from chemtrails, then download our free heavy metal detox guide. Learn how to remove heavy metals from your body by using natural remedies. The link to this document is in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, then press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share this video on social media with all your friends and families. Please visit our blog at cancerwisdom.net to learn non-toxic ways to treat cancer. You can also download more free documents in our free resource library to learn other ways to prevent cancer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.